Hey people, this is Eddie. I want to do a testimony on working with Elizabeth Lyons and how it's benefited me and why I think you might want to reach out to her or invest with her. First and foremost, I had this book idea in my head for a long, long time, and it's on a tough, very, very tough topic, and it's very personal to me. I worked on it, then I'd stop. And then I'd work on it, and then I'd stop. And it took easily 5+ years for me to get this thing done. Now, Elizabeth friend requested me on Facebook because we have quite a few mutual friends that are very successful in what they do. And so I started following her and watching her. And she kept popping up in my feed. She kept showing up. And it was as though she was speaking to me, but all she was doing was providing value on her Facebook. She wasn't going out, she wasn't searching, she wasn't reaching out to me saying, hey, I know you got this book, let's get this thing done. She was just being herself. And by doing so, I'm like, this girl's good, this girl's good. And the way she used her social media to get your attention. So that's one thing I learned from her. So then I had to reach out to her. Reached out to her, said, hey, you're popping up in my feed. What's going on? Why are you talking to me? No, and she wasn't specifically to me, but talking to those, probably somebody like you that's trying to figure out if you should reach out to her. And in doing so, I reached out to her. We jumped on a call. I shared my story, what I wanted to do and whatnot. But talking to her helped me realize what I didn't want as well. And that was a big part of my fears, the label I didn't want attached to me because of this book. She said, okay, cool, I get it, I understand. And then we did a couple coaching calls, and then all of a sudden we started working together. The benefit of working with somebody, and it takes me back to Tony Robbins. Heard Tony Robbins, one of his, I don't know, one of his trainings. Forgive me for not knowing which one it was, but he talks about having a client that pays him, or at the time was paying him $1 million a year. And Tony Robbins told the guy, hey, you are good to go. You don't need me. We very rarely even jump on a call. The guy said, no, knowing that you might call me and call me on my BS and hold me accountable is enough and worth it. And that $1 million investment is nothing compared to how it's going to impact my life knowing I'm working with you. So I've always had that mindset after hearing that of how important it is to invest with somebody. Now, investing with Elizabeth, my time, energy, efforts held me accountable even if she wasn't reaching out to me, even if she wasn't calling me on my BS immediately. And it's easier to have somebody outside of your circle to help you because I put it on my girlfriend, I put it on my son, I put it on other people that aren't authors, that don't write books, that haven't written a book. And then yet I'm putting that burden on their shoulders of something that I have no idea what to do, and neither do they. So the benefit of working with Elizabeth is this is what she does. This is her profession. And it takes me back to I did photography for a while, and I love black and white and love black and white film. And so I was working in a dark room with a guy here that's local that's actually worked with photographers all over the nation and actually all over the world. He says, I'll teach you everything I know so that way you can build your own dark room and you can do your own thing. And I said, I don't care to. All I want to do is take pictures. I want you to develop them. And it's the same thing with Elizabeth. I didn't want to have to worry about the behind the scenes stuff. What format, what this, what that I have no clue and will never want to use or desire to use or need to use in the future. Maybe I would, but at this moment, completion of the book was priority. So investing in her was huge because it took a lot of weight off my shoulders. I got to just write and not have to worry about other stuff. And trusting her, I trusted her with coming up with suggestions for a title. I trusted myself in sharing what I wanted for the book cover. And if you know me, I don't have a problem letting you know what I think. So it was a benefit that she would listen And then she was strong enough to give me her feedback. And we went back and forth and we worked on this together. And that was something that I had faith in, because this is what she does. As far as her trainings, her how to launch a book, and forgive me, Elizabeth, I forgot what your other trainings were or are, and the benefit of those trainings, or you don't have to call her and bug her time and time again. Well, Elizabeth, I have this, I have that question, I have this question. There are a ton of videos that have ton of value that can take that time of you bugging her away but it's putting it back on you to sit down, focus, dive into the training she has, and hold yourself accountable and doing some work as well. So, working with Elizabeth, I'll tell you this book would not have been done in the manner it had been had I not worked with her. And that is no BS, because I know me. I was having a tough time just writing it. So I know how to give myself all these other excuses and not getting it done later. So outside of that, I think you should invest, remember, with Elizabeth, but most importantly, you're investing in yourself. So outside of that, talk to you later. Bye.